Starting in Columbus, Ohio, this hour with Jeffrey. Hello, sir. Nice to have you with us.
Hello. How are you?
I'm very well.
I
Thank
want
you.
to say, why are you always attacking the First Lady, man? What's up with that?
I've never attacked First Lady.
Oh, so those things that you said about her is what? Satire?
No. I'm simply asking, where is the leadership on her suggestion how everybody eat?
Well, obviously you're not listening to it because you...
Well, but I'm not telling anybody else how to eat either. She is. She's trying to make it a federal law what we can and can't eat.
Okay.
And
well,
I'm just pointing out that it doesn't appear she's taking her own advice. Does it to you?
What you fail to realize is not what you eat, is the amount that you eat. Don't you realize that? You can eat anything you want in moderation, sir.
I don't care what you think about it because you can't make me eat or not eat anything either.
First Lady, you coward. It's a cowardly thing you're doing. Your wife is no damn
really
mark, sir.
A cowardly thing to do.
Yeah,
I have not attacked the First Lady. I didn't. These guys amaze me. Look at how they have attempted to destroy Sarah Palin. I mean, you can say whatever you want about Sarah Palin. You can insult her family, you can insult her brain, you can insult her looks, you can insult her intelligence, you can insult... But let me simply observe that Alex Rodriguez would not date the First Lady. Well, this is... all I said was... You know what? All I said was, Jeffrey's what everybody's thinking. It's that simple. Okay, if somebody's going to tell us what we can and can't eat, got a big obesity program out there. We're going to save people. We're going to demand that schools not serve X, Y, and Z. Schools must serve this. Everybody must serve. You must eat that. You must eat that. We're going to have calorie counts on all kinds of food. All right, fine. Show us some leadership. It's that simple. But if you're going to make the rules for everybody else and exempt yourself, I think people are going to... scratch their heads over that. Now, we're told, the original report was that the short ribs and so forth that Michelle Maybell ate out there in Vail were, 1,500 calories and 141 grams of fat. Then the owner of the restaurant came along and said, no, these are perfectly healthy ribs. These are low-carb, low-fat, low-calorie ribs. They were low-carb and low-fat. Is what the chef at the Vail restaurant is claiming. Well, everybody knows they're low-fat, low-calorie ribs. We all know that, don't we? The previous caller said, and then I ought to know this, that it doesn't matter what we eat, but how much. Well, okay, fine. But Michelle Obama is trying to tell us what we can and can't eat, not how much. And the point is, if you're going to do this, if you're going to tell everybody to eat twigs and berries and gravel and all this other stuff, you had better look like an Ethiopian. You'd better look like that's what you eat. Otherwise, it's going to fall on deaf ears. It's just that simple. Not even her husband believes, ladies and gentlemen, that the government ought to be in this business. I have a little excerpt from his book, The Audacity of Hope. It's on page 36. Wrote Barack Obama, we all agree society has a right to constrain individual freedom when it threatens to do harm to others. Likewise, we all agree that there must be limits to the state's power to control our behavior, even if it's for our own good. Not many Americans would feel comfortable with the government monitoring what we eat, no matter how many deaths and how much of our medical spending may be due to the rising rates of obesity. Yeah, well, put us down as one of those Americans. And yet his wife is out doing exactly what he acknowledges in his book that nobody would put up with the government doing, telling us what we can and can't eat. For what it's worth, the only short ribs on the menu at that Vail restaurant are from buffaloes. Ancho chili braised bison short rib, wilted Tuscan kale, hominy and wild mushroom saute, braising liquor. And since the chef mentioned kale, that must be what she ate. Sweets for the sweet, buffalo for the buffalo. Now, I don't know about you folks. I've known that there are low-calorie ribs and low-fat ribs all over the place out there. You just have to go to Vail to get them. But they're everywhere. This is, they also caught up on something else. Yesterday I opened the program. I didn't think they'd catch it because I did this at the opening of the program, but they did catch it. What's this from? Mediaite website. Yesterday, Rush Limbaugh made some derogatory comments about the First Lady's weight. Today, he registered how shocked he was at the uproar they caused. Of course, the word shocked in the above sentence should be read as completely unsurprised, as that was clearly what Limbaugh intended to happen the whole time. So now he's happily compounding the issue by making some more comments. Here's what Limbaugh had to say. These were highly civil comments, for crying out loud. I mean, I opened the program with this yesterday. People are going nuts. USA Today, Politico, and some people were suggesting my comments were below the belt. We'll take a look at some pictures, given where she wears her belts. I mean, she wears them high up there around the bus line. Given where she wears her belts, it's in just about everything below her belt when you look at the fashion sense that she has. So that's how we opened the program yesterday. And so they're always a day or two behind on the media tweaks of the day. So this guy, what did this guy originally wanted to talk about? He was like a prank caller to the governor. What did he's? Oh yeah. His guy told Snurdly he wanted to ask me about my hypocrisy. I'm always talking about civility of the left, but when my guys are uncivil, I never talk about it. And then he starts out with, "Whoa, why are you attacking the First Lady's weight?" Oh, okay. Trying to trick the host, but the host is not trickable. Countless. I can't tell you the number of people who've tried this. Trickery, trickonology, outright lying. It never works, but yet they try.